Welcome to Kunyanya TV. I'm hosted today by Miss AYANDA DUBE, who is contesting for the post of the Vice President. How are you, Miss AYANDA?
I'm well, how are you?
I understand that you are running for the post of Vice President. What's your take on the issue of transparency and accountability at Great Zimbabwe University, Miss AYANDA?
Okay. You know, transparency and accountability is a very integral part of any institution as a whole. And therefore, as a university, we need an administration and we need a leadership that is able to account for each and every detail, for each and every runnings that happen at the university. And as for transparency, we have a lot of issues and we have a lot of foul cries that have happened in the past where we have students crying out that the administration is not being transparent enough concerning the funds of the students, and therefore that's an issue that needs to really be tackled head on.
Hey, that's a wonderful contribution to your question, Miss AYANDA DUBE. I have a contribution from Preston Joe, who is always commenting on our Facebook page from Harare. He's saying he has been staying in Roden for the past 2 years, but he didn't use any bus, while these other students from Mucheke are using the buses. What's your take on that issue again, Miss AYANDA DUBE?
Okay, the issue of buses in Rodini is one issue that has really been a hot issue, where we have seen buses not being able to reach students in that particular part of the town or of the residential area, and therefore it is actually a deprivation to the students to that certain part, because the bus is each and every student's right, and therefore we need to have buses that ferry students to and fro campus at that certain part of the town.
Considering what you just said, Ms. AYANDA DUBE, what will you do in trying to correct this area? Since you said it's a right for every student to get access to that bus, what will you specifically do so that each and every student, especially in Rodin, also benefit like any other student?
Now, in the past, we've had certain leaders that have really tried to waiver the bus issue in Rodin, where they've actually brought about issues like the route is not actually suitable for the bus to come to Rodin, because they're saying the trees are tall and the road is too narrow. But that is not the issue. The issue here is to be able to make sure that students are ferried to and fro, to be able to make sure that students are comfortable in and out of campus. And therefore, that's an issue that I and my team are going to make sure, be it the route, be it the bus, be it the temp, be it the time, we will make sure that the bus reaches Rodin.
I think viewers, you are just hearing it for yourself from the first-hand information, what he's going to be doing once he gets into the office. You know, Ms. AYANDA DUBE, I've got a question that needs an answer from you. Okay. What kind of leadership do you think is needed at Great Zimbabwe University? We always say it's an investor of choice, investor of choice. What kind of leadership do you think we need here?
Okay. An institution as a whole needs a leadership that put their heads into the mission at hand, not their heads into the powers that they have. So we need a leadership that will be able to tackle students' issues first and foremost, and not be self-centered. We need a leadership that will be able to communicate, to be able to channel their energy into the issues of the students.
What's your take if you are to come into leadership? What is your take on just requesting for money?
Now, like any institution, there is no way we can pay people that have not done anything, and therefore it will be a kind of injustice for people to come and request a certain amount of money for not doing anything, for just being put in positions and not saving the students.
I've come to understand in the past few years, women have not been very active in terms of leadership. What's your take in relation to women in leadership on campus, since you're one of the women who has been contesting for this post?
Okay, first of all, I'd like to correct you that it's not that women are not being active in leadership, it's because women are being sidelined. And therefore, this is an issue that we have. First of all, we have programs at Great Zimbabwe, like politics and public administration, peace, conflict and governance, law. And these are some of the programs at the university that actually help to emancipate the girl child and help to emancipate women in general. And therefore, women should not be taken as feminine human beings, but also should be taken as intellectuals, because the same thing that my male counterpart can do, I can also do. So we, women, communities, societies, the nation at large should come to a point where they see women as equal counterparts as their male ones.
I think she has done justice to the question that we've been asking viewers all over the world. I think it's now time for you to make a contribution in voting for her if you think she's suitable for the position. My name is Tatena Nyoka, your host for tonight. Thank you so much for listening to us.